morning students. Let's continue with the semiconductors. In the last class we have discussed about classification of semiconductors. Semiconductors are of two types, extrinsic semiconductors and intrinsic semiconductors. In the last class we have discussed intrinsic semiconductors. So a pure semiconductor is called as a intrinsic semiconductors. And in intrinsic semiconductors what happens, there are equal number of holes and electrons. At 0 degree temperature, intrinsic semiconductor behaves as perfect insulators. When the temperature increases, what happens? The valence electrons which are in the valence band breaks the covalent bond and jumps to the conduction band and they become free electrons. Free electrons in the sense they are not attached to any atom. They are free from the atom. Free electrons in the sense they are not attached to any atom and they are free to move. If you apply electric field, when free electrons are present when the temperature increases, obviously the valence electrons jumps from valence band to conduction band and they become free. In that time, if you apply any external electric field, then the movement of electrons takes place. That means electric field in the sense voltage, which is having two polarities, positive terminal and negative. Obviously the electrons in the crystal, in the semiconductor attracts towards the positive terminal of the battery and the movement of these electrons constitutes current. And in intrinsic semiconductors, as we have discussed, there is one more particle that is called as hole. What is this hole? Hole is nothing but when the temperature increases, the electron in the valence band jumps to conduction. So when the electron in the valence band, there are so many atoms, so there are so many free valence electrons available in the crystal. If an electron jumps to the conduction band, there is a deficiency of electrons in the valence band. In valence band, the atoms, these valence electrons are of a particular atom forms covalent bonding with the neighboring atoms. When the temperature increases, these covalent bond breaks and the electron jumps to the conduction band. Observe, this is a lattice structure of a silicon crystal, which is nothing but silicon is a semiconductor material. If an electron from here have shown it in horizontal energy band diagram have shown because it is easy to understand. If we go with the lattice structure, if an electron jumps and it becomes free electron, there is a vacancy created. There is a deficiency. There was an electron present here before and the temperature is of 0 degree temperature. There was an electron, but when the temperature increases, the valence electrons gains some thermal energy and jumps to conduction band. Conduction band in the sense they are free electrons. They are free to move under the influence of any electric field if you apply. And there is a vacancy created. Vacancy in the sense deficiency of electron. Empty space, khali jaga. An electron ilinda jump aitadalla khali jaga aittu. Electron ittu khali aitadi. Alli enayitu electron ittanta represent madake a small circle like structure and this is called as hole. Hole ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಈಗ? Hole is present here. That means this covalent bond, the electron was present here, which was in covalent bond with this valence electron of this silicon atom. This is break. This got broke. What happened? The neighboring covalent bond, this shift to this hole and electron, this hole concept, hole and electron concept. So this is how the electron, when the electron jumps from the valence band to conduction band, there is a vacancy created, that is called as hole, which is a positive charge, because any charged particle loses an electron means that will become a positive charge. Electron is a negatively charged particle. If any electron, if any substance loses electrons ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅದರೊಳಗಿಂದ ಹೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ that will become a positively charged. So hole is a positively charged because it attracts and captures the neighboring valence electrons. And this is the new hole is spread. The same way, electrons, the hole will not keep quiet. Again, it attracts the new electron. In the same way, what happens? There is also, you can expect the movement of electrons, but it looks like the hole is moving in the direction opposite to the electron. As hole is positively charged, it moves towards the negative terminal of the battery. So, in intrinsic semiconductors, when the temperature increases, if an external electric field is applied, then there is a electron current in conduction band, and that is called as IE. And in the valence band, there is also, you can expect some current, and that is called as hole current. Therefore, total current is equal to IE plus IH. Actually, hole will not move. ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಖಾಲಿ ಜಾಗ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಖಾಲಿ ಜಾಗ, vacancy, it will not move. Actually, the electron only is moving by the attraction of the hole. But it looks like hole is moving. The electron movement was so fast. The electron is here, hole is here, captures this new hole. Again, the electron comes here, a new hole is made. The same way, it looks like hole is moving from this direction to this direction. So you can expect current in valence band, that is called as hole current. So total current in intrinsic semiconductor is equal to electron current plus hole current. Okay. Next, next is extrinsic semiconductors. In semiconductors, there are two types: intrinsic semiconductors that we have studied in last class, and next one is extrinsic semiconductors. Extrinsic semiconductors are nothing but, intrinsic semiconductors are nothing but pure semiconductors. Pure semiconductors, purely silicon crystal, purely germanium crystal is a intrinsic semiconductors. Whereas extrinsic semiconductors are those, a pure semiconductor, that means an intrinsic semiconductor. A pure semiconductor doped with the small amount of impurity atoms. When an intrinsic semiconductor, a pure semiconductor doped with the small amount of impurity atom, you will get extrinsic semiconductor. Then that semiconductor material is called as extrinsic semiconductors. And impure semiconductor is doped. What do you mean by dope? Doping. You might have heard. Doping is nothing but addition of impurity atoms. Addition of impurity is nothing but doping. Doping you might have heard in sports field in any national level games. What happens? doping test will be conducted for the players. What is that? Doping test in the sense, if a person in weightlifting, for example in weightlifting, if a person can or if a person can lift a 50 kg weight, if that person is injected with some medicine, some tablets or some something drug, something like that, then he can lift up to 100 kgs. ಅಂದರೆ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಗೇಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಡೋಪಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೆಂಗಂದರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್, ಒಬ್ಬ ಆಟಗಾರ 50 kg ಎತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋನು 100 kg ಎತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಷ್ಟು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೋತಾರೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವನಿಗೆ 50 kg ಎತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ, 100 kg ಎತ್ತೋ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅಥವಾ ಒಬ್ಬ ಅಥ್ಲೆಟ್ ಅವ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟ್ರ್ ಓಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಟೈಮು ಅದನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು 100 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟ್ರ್ ಓಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಥರ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಡೋಪಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡೋಪಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಅವ್ನು ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದೇ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಆಗಿ ಉಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಏನೋ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ addition of impurity is nothing but doping. A pure semiconductor crystal is doped with the impurity atoms, a small amount of impurity atoms. That means ಬೇರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿ ಉಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ದ ಮೇನ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೋಪಿಂಗ್, ಯಾಕೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ನ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ದ ಮೇನ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೋಪಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್, ದ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೋಪಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ the number of electrons and holes, number of charge carriers. Electrons and holes are called as charge carriers. To increase number of electrons increase aitandre conductivity increases. So holes increase aitandre conductivity increases, because holes will not keep quiet, they will attract the electrons and electron movement takes place. So to increase the number of electrons and holes, this doping will be done. Doping is nothing but addition of impurity atom. So extrinsic semiconductors are those, a pure semiconductor when doped with the small amount of impurity atoms, then you get a extrinsic semiconductors. Okay, and these impurity atoms are called as dopants. Are called as dopants. And somebody is asking a doubt, what do you mean by tetravalent? Tetravalent in the sense, which substances are having 4 valence electrons are called as tetravalent. Then here tetra in the sense 4 valence electrons are available in semiconductor materials like silicon and germanium. So semiconductors are treated as a tetravalent atoms. Okay. In extrinsic semiconductors, there are again 2 types: N-type semiconductor and P-type semiconductors. Okay. First, we look into N-type semiconductors. N-type semiconductors. How we will obtain N-type semiconductors? N-type semiconductors will be obtained when a pure semiconductor crystal is added with the or doped with the pentavalent impurities. Pentavalent, tetravalent in the sense 4 valence electrons are available. Pentavalent in the sense which are having 5 valence electrons. Which are having 5 valence electrons. Examples for pentavalent are phosphorus, antimony or arsenic. Any of these impurity atoms are added to the pure semiconductor crystal, then we will get N-type semiconductors. How? For example, this is a pure silicon crystal. For the pure silicon crystal, I will add arsenic, which is having 5 valence electrons. So, arsenic is having 5 valence electrons. When you adding in the sense, a silicon crystal may be having, for example, 100 atoms. If you add some 5 atoms of arsenic, then that pure silicon crystal will not remain as a pure silicon crystal. It will become impure after adding the impurity atoms. Bare silicon aguldiಲ್ಲ. Silicon ಗೆ ಏನು add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? Arsenic. 5 atoms of arsenic we have added. Then it will become extrinsic semiconductor. And what happens when added with the pentavalent impurity of arsenic? 4 valence electrons. 4 valence electrons of arsenic will make covalent bonding with the neighboring silicon atoms, which is arsenic is having 5 valence electrons. Out of 5 valence electrons, 4 will make covalent bonding with the neighboring silicon atoms. 1 valence electron left free, which cannot form covalent bonding because it is not getting any pair. So the 1 electron out of 5 valence electron remains free, and that will become a free electron. If a 100 atom silicon crystal is getting 5 atoms of antimony, then there are 5 free electrons are extra available. In intrinsic semiconductors, already when the temperature increased, the valence electron breaks the covalent band, jumps to conduction band, and there will be some free electrons. For each free electron, there will be a hole present in the valence band. But here, this 5th valence electron of arsenic, got free without creating a hole. In intrinsic semiconductor, for each free electron, there is a hole in the valence band. But after adding the impurity atom, out of 5 valence electrons of arsenic, 4 will be with the covalent bond with the neighboring silicon atoms, and the 5th will be free, and it will not donate or it will not create any hole. So, out of 100 atoms, there are 5 more electrons you got as a free. Free in the sense they are helping in a conductivity when you apply an extra electric field. Okay, what happens? See what happened after adding arsenic impurity. 4 valence electrons make the covalent bond. Out of 5 valence electrons of arsenic, there will be 1 free electron left. So each atom of arsenic impurity donates 1 free electron without creating a hole. So number of free electrons will be increased. So here electrons are more compared to holes. What happens in a extrinsic semiconductor which is created by adding a arsenic impurity? There are number of free electrons will be more compared to number of holes. In case of intrinsic semiconductors, both will be in equal number. In impure semiconductor or in extrinsic semiconductor, there will be number of holes are lesser than number of electrons when you add a pentavalent impurity. And this pentavalent impurity is also called as donor impurity. Is is also called as donor impurity, and this N for the sake of memory you can tell donor impurity. If you add a donor impurity, that means pentavalent impurities are called as donor impurities because it donates one free electron. It donates one free electrons. Donation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡೋ ದಾನ. So it donates one free electron, so it is called as donor impurities. What happens in case of crystal? Arsenic atom, one arsenic atom, when it donates one free electron, it will become a positive ion. Arsenic atom, when it donates a free electron and it loses an electron, that will become a positive ion, or also called as donor ion, and it is immobile. Immobile in the sense, once the covalent bond ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ they will be bonded with the nucleus, they will not move. In the same way, arsenic impurity, arsenic atoms, 4 valence electrons forms covalent bonding with the neighboring atoms, so they will be bonded to the nucleus, so they will not move again. The arsenic impurity, that electron will be free to move, the extra electron, but these 4 electrons after forming a covalent bond, they will not move, that will be immobile positive ion. Those are represented by this positive sign with the circle. These are all immobile ions. And these are all electrons, and these are all holes. Holes are very less compared to electrons in case of n-type semiconductors. So electrons are called as majority charge carriers. Electrons are called as majority charge carriers, or electrons, and holes are minority charge carriers. Holes are minority charge carriers. So in extrinsic semiconductor we have studied n-type semiconductor. N-type semiconductors are obtained by adding a pentavalent impurities such as arsenic, antimony or phosphorus, anything. I have taken an example of arsenic. From that arsenic atom 5 valence electrons will be available. So pentavalent atom, out of 5 valence electrons 4 will forms the covalent bond with the neighboring silicon atoms, and 1 will be free, and that will be a free electron which is free to move in conduction. And for each arsenic atom there is a free electron, it donates one free electron, so it is also called as donor impurity. And after donating, every arsenic atom becomes positively charged, and those will be immobile ions or positive ions. So in case of n-type semiconductors, electrons are the majority charge carriers and holes are the minority charge carriers. I think I will stop here. In the next class, we will study about p-type semiconductor. Please read the textbook. What we are covering is 6th chapter, semiconductor diodes and applications of diode. Please download the PDF and read the textbook. Then these concepts will be understood easily, because for the further classes of semiconductors, these concepts are very much essential. Okay, thank you so much. If any doubts, text me. Thank you once again.